My boss fired me for loving his maid, his brother stole her, my secret destroyed billions. I'm watching through the window as Tammy Whitmore drags my fiancée Zainab into his car, and she's screaming my name. 10 minutes ago, Fredrickson Whitmore, the billionaire everyone thinks is a saint, fired me after 8 years of loyal service. He didn't just fire me. He had his security guards pin me to the ground while his brother Tammy grabbed Zainab from the staff quarters. She fought. She clawed at his face. She begged Fredrickson to stop this. But Fredrickson just smiled that cold smile I'd seen him use before firing staff members. "You're done here, boy," Fredrickson said, standing over me. "And Zainab? She belongs to my family now. Tammy's wanted her for months, and what Tammy wants, Tammy gets." I can still hear Zainab screaming as Tammy's car drives away. "Please! Somebody help! I love him." Then the gates close, and she's gone. Fredrickson tosses an envelope at my face. "Your severance. 2 weeks' pay. Keep your mouth shut, or I'll make sure you never work in this state again." That's when I realize Fredrickson Whitmore isn't just cruel. He's a monster hiding behind charity galas and newspaper interviews. My name is Morgan Cross, and I've spent 8 years at the Whitmore estate. I started as a 17-year-old groundskeeper after my mom died. Fredrickson found me sleeping in my car one winter night and offered me a job. "I believe in giving people chances," he told the cameras. What cameras didn't show was how he screamed at staff until they cried, how he fired people for small mistakes, how he made us work 19-hour days during parties. But I survived. I learned every system, security codes, financial files, where he kept secrets. I became estate manager because I made myself needed. Then 2 years ago, Zainab started as head housekeeper. She had dark eyes that sparkled when she laughed. We fell in love quietly because Fredrickson had rules about staff dating. 6 months ago, I proposed in the garden at midnight. She said yes. We were going to leave together, start fresh. Then Tammy noticed her. And everything got ripped away in one afternoon. I'm sitting in my truck outside the gates at midnight when Father Benedict from St. Anne's Church calls. "Morgan?" A young woman came to the church. "She's hurt. She asked me to call you." My heart stops. "Zainab? She escaped. You need to come now." I break every speed limit getting there. Zainab is in the church basement, wrapped in a blanket. Her lip is split. Her wrist is swollen. Bruises cover her arms. When she sees me, she starts crying. "He locked me in a room," she whispers. "Tammy said I belong to him now. That Fredrickson paid off the police. He tried to, she can't finish." I jumped from a second-floor window. I ran through the woods for 3 hours. "Morgan, they're going to come looking for me." That's when I decide I'm going to destroy them so completely they can never hurt anyone again. Father Benedict lets us stay in the church basement. I don't sleep. I go through files I downloaded from Fredrickson's computer 8 months ago, just insurance in case he turned on me. Now I see what I actually have. Fredrickson isn't just mean. He's a criminal. The files show shell companies hiding money overseas, fake charity donations for tax breaks, bribes to city officials, forged safety reports for buildings where 3 construction workers died last year. There's more. Emails between Fredrickson and Tammy about other women, staff members, interns. Women who disappeared after refusing Tammy. Families who were paid off or threatened. I find 17 names. 17 women whose lives they destroyed. Nobody stopped them because Fredrickson isn't America's most generous billionaire according to Forbes. I look at Zainab's bruised face and make a promise: I'm taking everything from the Whitmores. Their money. Their reputation. Their freedom. I meet with Father Benedict. I need a safe place for Zainab. And I need someone who can't be bought by Fredrickson. He makes a call. 3 hours later, I meet Vincent Hayes, an investigative reporter whose father's business Fredrickson destroyed 15 years ago. I show Vincent everything. His eyes get wider with each file. This is enough to destroy him. Why not go to the FBI? Because I don't just want him arrested, I say. I want the world to see who he really is first. I want him broken and bankrupt before he sees a prison cell. His company's IPO is in 1 month, supposed to make him $2 billion. I want it to crash. Vincent grins. Kid, I like how you think. But this takes time and precision. I have something Fredrickson doesn't know. I have 8 years of knowledge about how his empire works. Vincent extends his hand. Let's burn it down. Vincent and I work 18-hour days for 2 weeks. We match every document with public records. We find patterns, shell companies connected to deals that displaced hundreds of families, charity donations that never reached charities, construction projects where workers died. Zainab recovers at a safe house Father Benedict arranged. Her bruises heal, but she has nightmares. One night she asks, "What if Fredrickson comes after you?" He already came after us. Now I'm taking everything back, for us and everyone he hurt. Then I want to help. That's when I realize Zainab isn't just surviving. She's fighting back too. Zainab remembers something important. Fredrickson's accountant, Bernard Moss, hated him. He used to drink in the kitchen and complain about being forced to do illegal things. Vincent tracks down Bernard. He lives in a small apartment, drinks too much, looks exhausted. When we approach him, he's terrified. I can't talk. Fredrickson will destroy me. He's already destroying you, I say. Look at yourself. Help us stop him. Bernard's hands shake. I have files. Evidence of everything. But if I come forward, Fredrickson will blame me. Vincent steps forward. What if we protect you? Make sure the story shows you were forced. Bernard starts crying. I just wanted to do my job. 3 hours later, Bernard gives us files that make mine look like nothing. This will destroy Fredrickson Whitmore. Vincent publishes Friday morning, Billionaire Fredrickson Whitmore, questions about financial practices. It's carefully worded, not enough to sue over, but enough to worry investors. Within hours, Fredrickson's PR team calls it baseless speculation. They're not worried yet. That afternoon, Vincent publishes documents showing Fredrickson's charity donated only 12% to actual causes. The rest went to administrative costs tracing back to Whitmore accounts. Now investors pay attention. Stock drops 3%. That evening, Fredrickson calls me. You think you're clever, boy? Whatever you're planning won't work. I'll bury you. I keep my voice calm. You should have thought about that before you let Tammy kidnap my fiancée. I hang up. Monday, Vincent publishes, former employees speak out, culture of fear at Whitmore Estate. 12 former staff describe years of abuse, illegal firings, withheld wages, threats. Zainab gives an interview using a fake name, describing what Tammy did. The article goes viral. Social media explodes. Former employees who were scared before start coming forward. Then Patricia contacts Vincent. She's one of the 17 women from the files. Tammy assaulted me 5 years ago when I was an intern. Fredrickson paid my family $50,000 to keep quiet. I was 19. Vincent looks at me. If we publish this, it gets ugly. Ready? I think about Zainab's face. About 17 women who never got justice. Publish it. Wednesday morning it goes live. By noon, 3 more women come forward. By evening, the company stock drops 18%. Fredrickson's IPO is 3 weeks away. $2 billion. His biggest achievement. Now investors panic. Vincent gets a leaked email, we need to postpone until this is resolved. Fredrickson refuses. He goes on TV for damage control. These allegations are false. I've dedicated my life to helping people. The interview presses. Will you agree to an independent audit? Fredrickson's smile tightens. We have nothing to hide. That's my cue. I send Vincent the construction safety documents showing Fredrickson approved cutting safety that led to 3 worker deaths. Vincent publishes Thursday. By afternoon, families file wrongful death lawsuits. Friday, the SEC opens an investigation. The IPO is postponed. Fredrickson just lost $2 billion. But I'm not done. Vincent publishes an article focused on Tammy, the predator protected by billions. 7 women come forward with detailed accounts. Dates, locations, witnesses. Police reports that were dropped, families paid off, a pattern going back 10 years. Public reaction is explosive. Someone throws a drink in Tammy's face at a restaurant. The video goes viral. Within a day, Tammy is being investigated by local police, state police, and the FBI. Fredrickson releases a statement, "My brother's personal life is separate from our business." He's trying to cut Tammy loose. But the emails prove Fredrickson knew everything. He helped cover it up. Vincent publishes those Sunday. Now Fredrickson isn't just corrupt, he's an accessory. By Wednesday, the board asks Fredrickson to step down as CEO. I'm exhausted. Haven't slept more than 3 hours nightly in weeks. Zainab is worried. You're burning out. You need rest. I can't. Not until this is finished. Morgan, I need you alive when this is over. Promise me you'll take care of yourself. I promise, but I'm lying. Every time I close my eyes, I see Tammy dragging her away. I hear her screaming. I see Fredrickson's cold smile. Vincent notices too. Take a day off, kid. That night, I collapse at my laptop. When I wake, Zainab has covered me with a blanket and left a note, "You're not alone. Let me help carry the weight." She's right. I've been so focused on destroying them that I forgot I'm fighting for something good, for us, for our future, for everyone they hurt. Fredrickson and Tammy turn on each other. Vincent gets leaked phone recordings, someone inside is feeding us information. In the recordings, Fredrickson screams, "You couldn't control yourself, and now you've destroyed everything." Tammy screams back, "You enabled me for years. You paid off families. You're just as guilty." The recordings reveal more crimes, bribery, blackmail, plans to intimidate witnesses. Vincent publishes them. The FBI raids the Whitmore estate the next day. Agents carry out boxes. News helicopters circle overhead. Fredrickson and Tammy are taken for questioning. That evening, I watch the news with Zainab. We see Fredrickson's mugshot. The man who smiled at galas now looks old and scared. "Do you feel better?" Zainab asks. I think about it. Not better. But justice is coming. Beatrice Whitmore, Fredrickson's aunt, contacts Vincent. "I want to help. I've watched my nephews destroy the family name for years." She has family records going back 40 years. Shows how Fredrickson pushed out honest family members and surrounded himself with people who'd look away. "I'm 72. Before I die, I want the family name cleaned up. That means removing Fredrickson and Tammy." She hands Vincent a flash drive with everything, her financial records, evidence of Fredrickson's first crimes 25 years ago. Vincent publishes it as a major feature. Beatrice gives interviews calmly describing watching her nephews become monsters. The public loves her. Fredrickson's remaining supporters abandon him. Tuesday morning, federal agents arrest Fredrickson. Charges include tax evasion, fraud, bribery, conspiracy, obstruction, and accessory to assault. Tammy is arrested on assault, kidnapping, and witness intimidation. Bail hearing is dramatic. Judge sets Fredrickson's bail at $10 million. He posts it but walks out surrounded by angry protesters. Tammy's bail is worse. 3 victims testify. Judge sets bail at 15 million with an ankle monitor. That evening, I watch with Zainab and Vincent. We see the perp walk, protesters chanting, analysts discussing overwhelming evidence. We did it, Vincent says. But I'm not celebrating. The trial hasn't happened. Rich men have gotten away with worse. Not this time, Vincent says. The evidence is too strong. With Fredrickson arrested, Whitmore Property Group collapses. Board removes him as CEO. Major investors pull out. Projects shut down. Employees quit. Within 2 weeks, stock value drops 78%. The company worth billions is now worth under 200 million and dropping. The biggest blow comes from workers. Construction workers, staff, contractors, everyone Fredrickson exploited, files a class action lawsuit. Over 3,000 people demanding over 400 million in compensation. Even if Fredrickson wins criminally, he's financially destroyed. Vincent interviews me. How does it feel watching him lose everything? It doesn't bring back dead workers or erase what Tammy did. But maybe it stops them from hurting anyone else. Going public was a mistake. Within 2 days, I get death threats. Anonymous emails, calls, messages. You destroyed a good man. Watch your back. One email describes Father Benedict's safe house layout. We moved, but someone knew. Vincent gets threats too. Slash tires. Brick through his window. We report everything to the FBI. They assign protection but are stretched thin. We can't watch you all the time. Be careful. Zainab is terrified. Maybe we should stop. We can't. The trial is in 6 weeks. If we back down, they'll say we made everything up. That night, someone tries breaking into our apartment. The alarm scares them off. We pack and move again. This is the price of fighting back. Tammy's trial starts first. The prosecution is brutal. 7 victims testify. Zainab describes that afternoon, Fredrickson pinning me down, Tammy dragging her, escaping by jumping from a window. Tammy's lawyer tries discrediting her. Aren't you testifying to help your boyfriend get revenge? Zainab looks him dead in the eye. I'm testifying because your client locked me in a room and assaulted me. Morgan has nothing to do with that truth. The courtroom goes silent. Other victims testify. Patricia describes being 19 and paid off. Another woman breaks down crying. The jury looks horrified. Defense is weak, consensual encounters, misunderstandings, bitter employees. But evidence is overwhelming. Medical records, dropped police reports, payments to families, emails about handling women. After 3 weeks, jury deliberates 6 hours. Guilty. On all counts. The courtroom erupts in applause. With Tammy convicted, Fredrickson knows he's next. His trial starts in 3 weeks. He's desperate. His lawyers approach Vincent with an offer, public apology, restitution, guilty plea to minor charges for no prison. Vincent calls me. What do you think? No deal. He doesn't buy his way out. 2 days later, Fredrickson's team tries different. They claim I stole documents illegally, file a civil suit for theft and defamation. Some outlets question if I broke the law. Vincent stands firm. Morgan Cross is a whistleblower who exposed massive crimes. The FBI supports Vincent's position. They confirm I'm cooperating and won't be charged. But Fredrickson's PR works on some people. I see comments, maybe Morgan is lying. Vincent reminds me, we don't need everyone. We just need 12 jurors. Fredrickson's trial is a media circus. News trucks, protesters on both sides shouting. Inside, prosecution lays out their case methodically. Financial crimes, tax evasion, fraud, bribery, accessory to assault. Bernard testifies about being forced to cook books. They show emails where Fredrickson orders illegal payments, evidence of shell companies and offshore accounts. Defense claims Fredrickson was misled, didn't know about illegal activities, trusted wrong people. But emails prove otherwise. His own words condemn him: make sure money doesn't show on reports. Pay them off quietly. Make this problem disappear. I testify day 8. Fredrickson's lawyer attacks. You stole confidential files. I preserved evidence of crimes. I respond. You were fired. Aren't you just bitter seeking revenge? I was fired so Tammy could assault my fiancée. Everything I've said is documented. After 90 minutes, he gives up. Day 15, prosecution brings unexpected evidence. Documentation of offshore accounts containing over 900 million in hidden assets. Money Fredrickson moved overseas to avoid taxes and hide from creditors. Nobody knew about this. Not his company. Not his lawyers. Not his family. Prosecutor shows how Fredrickson systematically moved money to Cayman Islands, Switzerland, Singapore. He planned to flee. The jury looks shocked. Even Fredrickson's lawyer looks blindsided. This proves consciousness of guilt. He was preparing to run. It also means he lied to investigators. Prosecutor files additional charges: obstruction and lying to federal agents. Fredrickson's face goes grey. His image is completely destroyed. Beatrice testifies next day. Calmly explains watching Fredrickson steal from his own father, force out honest family, threaten her. My brother built something good. Fredrickson destroyed it for greed. Defense has no response. After 6 weeks, closing arguments begin. Prosecutor is powerful. Fredrickson Whitmore presented himself as a philanthropist. In reality, he was a criminal who exploited workers, enabled assaults, bribed officials, evaded taxes, stole from family. The evidence is overwhelming. Fredrickson's lawyer makes a desperate plea about mistakes and donations. It's weak. Jury deliberates 3 days. 3 long days where I can barely function. On day 3, verdict reached. We rush to court. Gallery is packed. Jury foreman stands. We find the defendant guilty on all counts. The courtroom explodes. Fredrickson slumps. I look at Zainab. We're both crying. Vincent grabs my shoulder. We did it, kid. Fredrickson is led away in handcuffs. The billionaire who controlled everything now controls nothing. Tammy's sentencing happens first. 7 women give victim impact statements. Zainab speaks last. Tammy looked at me like I was a thing he could own. He thought money meant he could take whatever he wanted. I survived. I found people who believed me. Now he's going to prison. Judge sentences Tammy to 32 years, no parole for 20. 2 weeks later, Fredrickson's sentencing. Judge is harsh. You were given every advantage. You could have done tremendous good. Instead, you chose to exploit, steal, enable violence. You betrayed everyone's trust. Fredrickson gets 28 years plus 400 million in restitution. With offshore accounts discovered, every penny will be seized. Fredrickson, once worth 3 billion, will die poor and in prison. As guards take him away, his eyes meet mine. I see no remorse. Just cold hatred. I stare back. He lost. I won. 3 months later, life is different. The Whitmore estate is being sold for restitution. The company is bankrupt. 3,000 workers receive back pay. 17 women Tammy assaulted get settlements. Zainab and I use our 200,000 to start over. We move to a different state, buy a small house with a garden. Nothing fancy, but it's ours. Zainab works at a non-profit helping assault survivors. I finish my business degree. Vincent wins a Pulitzer. He calls when he finds out. This is your award too, Morgan. You did the hard work. I just gave you matches. You burned the empire. Father Benedict officiates our wedding. Tiny ceremony, Vincent, Beatrice, Bernard, a few friends. No cameras. Just two people who survived hell, promising to build something good. During vows, I look at Zainab and remember everything. The betrayal. The fear. The fight. Fredrickson took everything that day. But in trying to destroy us, he gave us strength to stand up and win. 2 years later, I get a letter from Fredrickson in prison. He writes, "You destroyed everything I built. You probably think you're a hero. But you'll never escape what you did. Every day you'll remember you built happiness on my destruction. That makes you like me, willing to destroy others to get what you want. We're the same. You just tell yourself a better story." I show Zainab. She tears it up. He's in prison trying to convince himself he's still important. You know what makes you different? He destroyed people because he could. You stopped him because someone had to. That's not the same. She's right. I think about 3 dead construction workers. 17 assaulted women. Thousands of exploited workers. I didn't destroy Fredrickson. He destroyed himself. I just made everyone see what he really was. That evening, we sit on our porch watching sunset. Our garden is growing, tomatoes, peppers, herbs. We planted it together. Do you ever regret it? Zainab asks. The fight. The fight was hard. But regret? No. They needed to be stopped. You know what the best revenge is? She asks. Living well. Being happy. Proving they didn't break us. She's right. Fredrickson thought he could take everything, my job, my girl, my dignity. Instead, I took everything from him. But more than that, I got something he never had, a life built on love instead of fear, on truth instead of lies. My phone buzzes. Vincent texts, Whitmore Empire officially dissolved. All assets distributed. It's finally over. I show Zainab. She smiles. So what now? I look at our garden, our house, our simple life. Now we live. We build something good. We help people. We remember that money and power don't make you untouchable, truth does. That night, I sleep peacefully. No nightmares. No fear. Just peace from knowing I stood up, fought back, and won. Fredrickson was wrong, we're not the same. He spent his life taking from weaker people. I spent 2 years fighting someone stronger. He built an empire on exploitation. I tore it down to stop him. While he rots in prison sending bitter letters, I'm here with the woman I love, building a life that means something. That's not revenge. That's justice. That's victory. That's freedom. And somewhere in prison, Fredrickson finally understands, you can't buy your way out of truth. You can't threaten your way out of consequences. And you can't destroy people forever without someone fighting back. I was just the one who refused to stay down. And that made all the difference.